What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Glacier Chains V-bar style snow tire chain on our 2020 Toyota Tundra. We are going to have a ladder pattern style chain, so we're not going to have any diamonds or anything like that. It's just going to be straight cross chains coming all the way across our wheels. So these are pretty much like twist link snow tire chains. So just imagine that in the traction you're going to get with that, but times it by like 10. So this one we have a V-bar style. So we're going to have a hard steel construction, but each twist link is going to have this little V-bar style. So these are going to be the most aggressive chains you can get for your Tundra. Is that good? Probably, especially if you're going to see a bunch of heavy duty snow, maybe some ice, maybe even some mud where you really need that extra traction. This is going to deliver, but it is going to be a little bit more rougher of a ride if it's not that extreme type of climate. So be mindful of that. One thing I do like about these chains, if you have tires that are extremely knobby and over time they start to wear down, we have all these different tensioners. So as your tire starts to wear down, it gets a little bit smaller, so we can make those tiny adjustments with our cams, and that's nice. What's also nice is that it comes with the tool, so you don't have to buy anything separate, but one thing you do have to buy separate is the rubber tensioner. It does come separately, which there are some other type of chains that have it completely connected to the chain. So if that's something that you like, check out a couple of my videos. We throw a couple of those style chains on here as well. All in all, if you are looking for the most aggressive tire chain, this is the one you need to get. And they do come in a pack of 2 in a little canvas bag. Not the most durable canvas bag, but it should last you throughout a season or 2, but the chains are going to outlast the bag by far. So if you want to put it on the back tires, you can. If you want to put them on the front tires, you can. Just grab 2 pairs if you decide to do all 4. All in all, pretty easy to set up, get everything nice and tight. So let's go over that installation process with you now. First thing we want to do is lay out our chains, make sure there's no kinks on our links or anything like that. And then we want to make sure that the cams are going to end out at the outside of the tire. So what we're going to do is grab the center of our tire, or of our chains, and drape it over our tire. We're going to get them nice and even on there. And then I will meet you around back, and we're going to make our first connection. On one end, we're going to have a hook, and on the other, we're going to have a series of links. So I do suggest doing this in your garage first to kind of figure out the best link for fitment. So I'm going to go the third one from the end there. So I do highly suggest doing this in your garage first so we don't have to figure all this out the first time we need to. So I'm going to meet you around the front, and we'll make our second connection. In the front, it's kind of the same thing, but we're going to have a little lever here. So we're going to find the right link, grab that lever, and fold it back over. And we're going to have a lone link on the end that we're going to connect into it. We aren't done yet. What we got to do now is tighten up our cams. So they're all pretty much open. So we don't have to do all of them, just enough to get it nice and tight. So I usually start up on top. I'm going to do that one. And probably just this one. We could do more, but once there's like a certain amount of tension, I usually don't try to, just because it's a little too tight. So I think that's just about good. There's one more thing we need to do. We need to grab a rubber tensioner. They don't come with it, but if you guys just scroll down on that webpage you guys are on, it should be on the related parts section. It looks like this. So all we got to do here, just make sure that the hook's going to be facing away from the sidewall of our tire, just because it's going to help prevent any unnecessary damage. So another thing to think about is just to make sure that we are doing this relatively symmetrically across our wheel, just to spread out all that tension throughout the whole chain. And once we're done with that, one more step, it's the easiest one. You just go in, you roll over your tires a couple times, and then you come back out and make sure everything's nice and tight, and if so, you're ready to hit the road. Well, everyone, that just about does it for a look at the Glacier Chain V-bar snow tire chain on our 2020 Toyota Tundra.